Hello student, how are you all? I hope you all will fine and well at your home. Welcome in e-learning session of Geography class 9. In this video, we will discuss about the drainage system of geography. Now let's start to know our next river system. That river system is called the Ganga river system, because in previous video we have to know the journey of the Indus river system. Indus river is the very large river and the longest river of the world according to that book. Otherwise the Nile and Amazon is also the world largest and the longest river. But now here we are talking about the Indian river. So now Indus river was over, and now let's start to know well about the Ganga river. As we all know well, Ganga is a very religious river for our Hindu religion, and now in this video we will discuss from where it is originate and from which area it have to be passed and how many tributaries have to be joined this Ganga. So especially the Ganga is originate from the Gangotri glacier, that is the glacier from the Himalaya mountain, from where this Ganga is originate, and Ganga originate from there, and it also join the many of the tributaries in their journey. And then Ganga is also first of all Ganga is also called the Bhagirathi, because there is a story goes about back of the Ganga, because the Bhagirath was the responsible to brought the Ganga from the heaven to the land. That's why we called it the Bhagirathi. It is a synonym of the Ganga also, and that's why tributary Ganga, first of all the Ganga has to be joined the Alagnanda at Prayag at Haridwar, Uttarakhand से के district Haridwar में आकर के it joined the Alaknanda at Dev Prayag, means that it is the first tributary of Ganga. And now later the Ganga is all Yamuna is the right hand, means that Yamuna is also originate from the Yamunotri glacier. It is also very pious and very religious river for the in the Hindu religion, and Yamuna is always flows parallel to the Ganga. That's why we have to call Yamuna is a right hand, because Yamuna is flows right side of the Ganga. Ganga के right side में flow करती है. That's why we call it it's the right hand of the Yamuna. And but Yamuna originates Yamunotri glacier, and it always flows into the parallel of the Ganga. And later, after this, after the Alaknanda, Ganga joined the Ghagra, Gandak and the Kosi. Ghagra, Gandak and Kosi originate from the Nepal Himalaya. These are also the small tributaries in comparison of the Ganga and the river Yamuna, but these are originate from the Nepal Himalaya. Himalaya के नेपाल part से ये originate होती हैं. They have to be or joined with the Ganga. And these river some peninsular tributaries also, Chenab, Betwa and Son. As we all know when those who are the peninsular river, these are having the very small amount of the water in comparison of the Himalayan river, because the Himalayan river is having the water throughout the year, but the peninsular river has having the water only for during the rainy season. For an example, nowadays we are having listening to so many news. A Kosi river, Tungabhadra river, Bramhputra river has a lot of water. Now these rivers are over flooded, and the many of the areas are suffering and facing the flood problem. That's why, because these are the very small rivers. How many peninsular river are there in our India, and that's why the most of the area like Assam, Odisha, Kerala, Bihar, these areas has to face the flood problem every year during the rainy season, because how much water they have to got during the rainy season, then they started to overflood. वो overflow होना शुरू कर देते हैं, क्योंकि उनका स्पेस ही उतना है, उनका स्पेस बहुत कम है. So now next is the journey. Now let we start to discuss about the journey कि कहाँ से कैसे होकर के निकलती है. And Ganga also brought itself with itself the alluvial soil, which is very fertile soil and suitable for the all crop. And this Ganga, whatever soil it brought with itself, this soil is create the food plains. These food plains is created and became the boon for the फार्मर्स के लिए वरदान बन जाता है, क्योंकि हमारे फार्मर्स उस पर कोई भी क्रॉप ग्रोन कर सकते हैं इजीली विदाउट यूजिंग मच फर्टिलाइजर एंड द इंसेक्टिसाइड. तो नाउ जर्नी द गंगा फ्लो ईस्टवर्ड, ईस्ट की तरफ फ्लो होती है, एंड फराक्का वेस्ट बंगाल. यानी कि अगर फॉर एन एग्जांपल इट इज अ मैप ऑफ द इंडिया, तो गंगा ओरिजिनेट फ्रॉम द हिमालय एंड नाउ इट स्टार्टेड टू फ्लो इन दिस साइड. means that if I will stand like this, so from left side is east, so it is started to flow in the eastward, east side में flow होती है. First of all it reached to the वेस्ट बंगाल, वेस्ट बंगाल में पहुंचती है. एंड देन इन वेस्ट बंगाल इट जॉइन द भागीरथी एंड हुगली. वहां जाकर के हुगली के साथ मर्ज होते हैं, यानी कि आफ्टर रीचिंग द वेस्ट बंगाल इट जॉइन टू द हुगली एंड आर अदर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज ऑल्सो. एंड फ्रॉम द वेस्ट बंगाल सो मैनी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज इज ऑल्सो डिवाइडेड फ्रॉम द गंगा. गंगा से बहुत सारी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज अलग अलग एरियाज में चली जाती हैं. एंड दिस डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरी फ्लो टू द साउथ, यानी कि यहाँ से ओरिजिनेट हुई, ईस्ट में पहुंची, वेस्ट बंगाल में हुगली को ज्वाइन किया और नाम बदल गया. एंड नाउ आफ्टर चेंजिंग इट्स नेम इट बिकेम द भागीरथी हुगली. आफ्टर बिकेम द भागीरथी हुगली इट ऑल्सो डिवाइडेड टू द डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरी एंड दिस डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरी रीच टू द साउथवर्ड. साउथ की तरफ फ्लो करना शुरू कर दिया, यानी कि बिलो द इक्वेटर. And now the mainstream flow the southward into the Bangladesh. अब वेस्ट बंगाल से जो मेन स्ट्रीम है विदाउट डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इट स्टार्टेड टू द बांग्लादेश. वो बांग्लादेश में पहुंचती है नीचे, थोड़ा सा नीचे, आफ्टर रीचिंग द बांग्लादेश एंड ज्वाइन द ब्रह्मपुत्र. यहाँ ब्रह्मपुत्र को ज्वाइन करती है, यानी कि आप फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ओरिजिनेट फ्रॉम हिमालय, then reach to the West Bengal. In West Bengal it joined to Hooghly, and after joining the Hooghly so many distributaries are divided. After dividing the distributary it reached to the Bangladesh, mainstream reached to the Bangladesh. After reaching the Bangladesh it joined the Brahmaputra. After joining the Brahmaputra, the Ganga it called the Ganga Brahmaputra, and after Ganga Brahmaputra it changed the name. In Bangladesh it called the Meghna, and after called the Meghna it created the a large and the big delta. The delta is called the Sundarban Delta, and the Sundarban Delta is the homeland of the Bengal tiger. is the homeland of the Bengal tiger. बहुत बड़ा डेल्टा होता है, and always live a green, हमेशा green रहता है, and it is a homeland of the Bengal tiger. Bengal tiger is a symbol, यानी कि national animal of the India also. And now the delta formed by the it called the Sundarban Delta, and the trees, how many trees are there? These trees are called the Sundari trees. And to preserve the Ganga, and at last this Ganga is falls down into the Bay of Bengal with the Brahmaputra river, and after calling the Meghna. So means our government is also launched the program to preserve and reserve the Ganga and to make the clean Ganga, that is called the Namami Gange project, and it is started by the central government in 2014, and the length of Ganga is the 2500 kilometer. Now the Brahmaputra river is also very religious river for us, and especially it is originate in the Tibet in east and near the Mansarovar lake, from where the Indus river is originate, यानी कि same place है दोनों का. And journey it flows eastward parallel to the Himalaya के साथ साथ flow करती है. And after reaching the Namcha Barwa is a place of the mountain area, it take the U-turn, एक U-turn लेती है. After taking the U-turn it entered in India from the अरुणाचल प्रदेश, यानी कि हिमालय के साथ साथ ऊपर फ्लो करती है, but it entered into the India from the अरुणाचल प्रदेश, and it called the Dehang. अरुणाचल प्रदेश में इसका नाम बदल जाता है, it is known as the Dehang, and it joined by the Dibang. Dibang is the small tributaries, and Dibang, Lohit, and the other many tributaries, but especially two main tributaries are there. These are the Dibang and Lohit. And in Tibet the river carries from Tibet, when it started to reach from the Tibet, these brought a lot of water but very small amount of the silt. Now the peninsular river, but the Brahmaputra river is also responsible to create the Sundarban Delta after joining to the Ganga, and it also fall down into the Bay of Bengal. And now the peninsular river, in the next video we will know about the peninsular river. In the peninsular river are the river those who are not having the water throughout the year. These are getting the water into only the during the rainy season, like Kosi, Gandak, like Tungabhadra, and especially the Narmada, Tapi, Krishna, Kaveri, and among Mahanadi, Godavari. But among them only the Tapi and Mahanadi are the river those who are very longest river in comparison of the other rivers, in comparison of the other peninsular river. Already I have to be explained and difference between the peninsular river and the Himalayan river. So now the Himalayan rivers are the over, because in according to our syllabus we have to discuss about only three Himalayan river. These are the Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. Yamuna is not in your syllabus, and but we have to know that know well that Yamuna is also the main tributaries of the Ganga. It flows parallel with the Ganga. It originates from the Yamunotri glacier and its length is equal to the Ganga also. And now in the next video we will discuss about the peninsular river. These are the Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi, Tapi, Godavari and the others also. Among them Mahanadi and the Krishna are very longest river in comparison of other longest river. So now let's start to know well by the animated video.
The Ghagra, the Gandak, the Kosi, the Chambal, the Betwa and the Son. It flows eastward till Farakka in West Bengal, where the river bifurcates into two tributaries, namely the Bhagirathi, which flows southwards into Bangladesh and is joined by the Brahmaputra river. It is known as Meghna, and the Bhagirathi flows through the deltaic plains to the Bay of Bengal. The Brahmaputra river system. The Brahmaputra, one of the largest rivers of the world, has its origin in the Chema-Yongdong Glacier in Kailasa Range near the Mansarovar Lake. From here, it flows eastward parallel to the Himalayas, where it